This 5 on Your Side St. Louis City SC coverage is sponsored by Together Credit Union.
0-0 the final here. You really didn't give up a whole lot, so there's a lot of positives to take away from this one. And for
City SC picked up another draw last night against Houston. That makes it 7 draws in 10 matches for the City Reds. We decided to get a pulse check on the team, and Coach Bradley Carnell is just the guy for that. He is tonight's Sunday Conversation, and we begin with his thoughts on their 2-1-7 record.
It's a bit frustrating when we've got so many ties at the moment, but it is encouraging not to lose games, right? So, and 3 points make massive jumps up the table. We've had a bunch of away games now, so, now we have a home game stretch. 3 out of the next 4 are at home, so, that's the time to capitalize now. Yeah,
you are seemingly a power of positive thinking kind of guy. You've played 10 games. You've only lost 1 game. Is that the way you look at it?
I mean, there's some games where you look at it out of the very frustrating, different eye. Think about you lost 2 points, and then you gain a point with one where you rally late and score a goal late. So, again, the fighting spirit of this team is incredible. They might not be as exhilarating as last year, but it's still so fun to coach these guys. We all get challenged, and we all challenge each other in many different ways. We all try and, get the best versions of each other.
Roman specifically, but when he does have to make a save like he did last night, spectacular. I mean, you feel like you're coaching the best goalie in the MLS?
100%. I mean, Alexander Langer does a great job. They have a great relationship with each other. He pushes us to high levels and standards. So, part of what we grew with him last year, he was a big part of that. Everyone had something to prove. Everyone came from different walks of life, had different experiences, trying to get themselves on, a new start in their MLS careers. And now, all of a sudden, those standards are within our 4 walls. They live with us every single day.
You got Sam Adeniran on the field last night, and I think that was like a major topic this week. You were asked about it about 60 times in a 3-minute press conference. I'm not sure if I understood any of what's actually going on, but what can you tell our audience on why we didn't see him for a couple of weeks?
Yeah, I mean, listen, everyone has trials and tribulations throughout a season, right? And sometimes, myself, the players, individuals, sometimes there's just something that doesn't quite meet the expectations of the club, right? So whether that's training performance, whether that's a teammate, being a good teammate within our 4 walls, we live by these standards, right? And if I were to loosen those standards in certain ways, then unfortunately it becomes a free-for-all in the whole environment. I'm not saying that, Sam did anything egregiously wrong. It's a small skid, and we got over it. He's a really good guy. He's a good teammate. But sometimes we just had to pull the reins a little bit tighter.
So the Cardinals right now are wondering about their offense, and they're going to try to correct their offense by looking at videotape of swings and taking more batting practice. With your offense, can you explain in as layman of terms as possible, because you were the equivalent of a fast-breaking basketball team when you guys are right.
Sure.
What kinds of things are you looking to tweak as we speak?
Yeah, so, I mean, as you saw last night, we have 4, 5, 6 moments in the first half of really good turnovers in the midfield. And our bread and butter is the transition game, attacking transitions. So we're not really capitalizing on those chances that we're creating. So, again, connect that first forward pass, support each other in the attacking final third movements.
2 straight home games, 3 out of the next 4, as you mentioned. How about this environment? I mean, you've been a part of some incredible soccer environment in your worldwide career, but this is crazy, isn't it? The way you're supported?
It is. It's goosebump stuff. There's a great experience to be had for everybody, young and old. And I think that's just what we want to do. It's a complete soccer performance, and I think it's totally unique in North America.
Final thought. We're a big NASCAR fan. You've become a good friend of Curtis Francois, who owns Worldwide Technology Raceway.
Yeah.
Do you have a need for speed, and should we be worried in the highways here when you're driving?
No, you don't. Self-control is really good by me.
Right,
I can self-regulate. In Germany, living on the German Autobahn roads and the highways there, that was fun. I did a racing license once in Germany, so I've done a whole bunch of things: safety, driver training, advanced driver training. Done a bit of instructor drivers courses myself. So.
And what's the fastest you've ever driven a car?
Probably in miles, I think it's about the 192 mark.
Wow.
Yeah, 310 kilometers per hour.
So if soccer doesn't work out?
Curtis, I'm here.
We appreciate it, sir. Great to see you.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me over.
All right. That is the great Bradley Carnell. We'll take a break and we'll be right back.